You're already
Hey there,
live.
Power Ranger fans. Thanks, Amanda. Hey there, Power Ranger fans. Welcome to the Webcast with Attitude, LR4. And this has been a long time coming. This is one of our interviews. Oh, I gotta mute myself because I always test out to make sure the audio is working. This has been a long time coming. We haven't done an interview in quite a while. And this has been a long time coming. This is one of our interviews. What in the world?
We're already having technical issues.
I always test out to make sure the audio is working. I thought the long time coming. We have okay.
We're already having technical issues.
What is going on? What is going on with the inter? What is? Okay, Amanda, is that you?
We're already having technical issues.
Okay. All right.
We're already having technical issues.
Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about this.
I unplugged my headphones. Did anything change?
We're already having technical issues.
Oh my god.
Amanda, did you click on the link by any chance?
We're already having technical issues.
Hold on a sec.
Did anything change?
Amanda, mute yourself.
Oh, I
Amanda.
don't know what it is. Oh my god.
Amanda, did you click on the link by any chance?
That
What
was
was it?
weak.
What was that? Okay, let's start over and do this again. Hey, the Power Ranger fans, welcome to the Webcast with
I'm going.
Attitude,
Yeah,
LR4. And this is one of our interviews. It's not considered an episode. This will be in our interviews playlist. And this interview is called Yellow Ranger Rescue Ready. And I am here with my co-host, Amanda.
yeah, I'm hiding my face after what happened.
Ow, I almost went deaf.
Oh, come on.
And as you can see, we are with Sasha Craig, and you know her as Kelsey Winslow, the Yellow Lightspeed Rescue Ranger.
Hello out there. How are you? How are you?
Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good, guys. As we said, we are trying not to have technical difficulties, but it ends up happening that way anyway. So at this
This turned out
point,
to be my fault for a change.
and I'm like this, like, okay, I know I muted that whole post. So everybody's probably going, my ear. So guys, if you're having hearing trouble, I'm sorry about that. It happens. It happens to the best of us. So I can't wait to watch this back later. So anyway, guys, Sasha, how are you doing this 1st of October, Monday?
I'm doing awesome. I'm here in what is now sunny Vancouver, and it's awesome. It's a beautiful fall day. Leaves are turning, and I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah, I mean,
Guys,
oh well, thank you for taking a time out and coming to be on the show. It's a real honor, and I'm glad that you finally have a Facebook fan page, guys. If you haven't liked it already, go to look up Sasha Craig and look up pages on Facebook and like her page right now, because
oh my gosh, thank you, Nate.
it's awesome. I mean, guys,
It really is.
yeah. Let's just right now. I want to say this before we get into the questions. We always want to make sure to keep their personal Facebook personal and their fan page for the fans. That's how it should be. So that way you don't end up trying to talk to their family members and say, "Oh, your daughter was awesome in Power Rangers," and they'll be saying, "Who is this?"
Yeah.
So let's
Or my mom just actually talk to everybody. So,
like, "Oh yeah, I'm so proud of her, everything." And then and you're like, "Mom, well, who are you talking to anyway?" "Oh, one of your fans." It's like,
you know, Nate, he's a great guy.
that was. Oh, hold on a sec. Now my dad's messaging me. Hold on a second. Really?
Oh, is he, Nate? Oh,
Yeah. Hold on a second. Kind of in the middle of something, Dad. I will get back to you later.
you're hilarious.
Or Ron would say he said this to me at one of the panels. Speaking of ridiculous, hello, Amanda.
So anyway, so I got some questions for you. Okay. And we're also going to ask some questions from the live chat here in YouTube.
Oh my god.
So,
Awesome.
so guys, if you have any questions, we will definitely get to them. But let me try to get through these questions right here. Okay, so first off, here's the question I gotta ask you. Okay, before auditioning for Power Rangers, did you already know about the show?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Well, simple.
Ooh, you'd have to live under a rock not to have heard about Power Rangers. I mean, kids are coming up to your door dressed as Power Rangers. It was huge. It's a huge show. So, yeah,
Yes, I don't even know this Lightspeed Rescue they speak of.
What?
I don't even know what they talk about.
Yeah, I know.
If you guys haven't bought this already, go to Amazon, get it now if you want to complete your set, because it has this season on it right now. So if you want to watch that, check out her awesomeness.
Let's see it.
It's on sale at FYE too.
Okay, let's see. Hold on. Let me just.
Or you can watch it for free on Netflix, right?
Or yeah, on
Yeah,
Netflix. So you got.
it's like yes, buy the DVDs, but then we also want to tell you, oh, you can watch them for free on Netflix.
Yeah, because this is also, but also, you know, they have some bonus features which Netflix does not have,
I was just about to say.
and you get this awesome booklet too with the mega set. So guys, definitely go out there and get that if you guys are big Power Ranger fans like we are.
You guys getting more kickbacks than I am.
Oh, but you know, I mean, you know, we grew up with Power Rangers since day one, and I still watch it.
That's me too, with my kiddos. It's awesome.
Do the now before I actually go on to the next question, with your kids, they go, "Mom, that's mom, that's
Yeah.
mom," and you're like this. You're like, "Yeah, that's me."
That's
Yeah. Now, I didn't add this to the questions, but I was wondering, did you do most of your stunts in the show?
I did a lot of the rock climbing on the show.
Oh,
And
wow.
my first day of work was rock climbing in Malibu Canyon. And I was working with Koichi, and he had a stunt woman there. And I was like watching her climb, and I was like, I can climb better than that. And he set up a race between the two of us. So I know, right?
Nice.
And I beat her. And so he said, okay, you can do this. So that's how
Yeah.
that was my first day of work. Which was, yeah.
Yeah, that is. I mean, it's amazing how some of you guys did your own stunts in the show. I mean, I know when Mighty Morphin was around, a lot of them did most of their own stunts. Like Jason David Frank, he did his flips, and Austin St. John did most of his stunts. And so, yeah, that's pretty good. They actually let you do your own thing in the
It
show.
is because they wanted to take care of you. Like what we weren't allowed to do, I wasn't allowed to because I was a huge snowboarder, and I wasn't allowed to snowboard during the season.
Oh,
which I did. I ended up getting caught snowboarding by production because I was riding on a lift actually up here in British Columbia, Whistler, and some like executive from Saban rode the lift up with me. It was just like a weird, like kind of happen chance that I accidentally got on the lift with somebody from Saban in another country. And they were like, I had a huge board meeting. They told me that I couldn't snowboard. I was like, I wear a helmet. And even Sean was like trying to stick up for me. He was like, I surf. Why can't she snowboard? And they're like, there's not, Jonathan, not snowboard. Yeah. So yeah, I was like,
oh man, that's yeah. Wow, that must have been one of those awkward moments. Like, oh crap. Well,
yeah. You're not gonna say anything, are you?
oh no, not at all. We gotta have a
Yeah.
board meeting about this. Click. Okay.
Exactly.
okay.
Yeah, but yeah, they want to keep you safe.
Oh yeah, I get that. Safety's always
Yeah.
a priority. I mean, you're on a show called Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue, so
Exactly, right? Rescue, exactly.
yeah. So, okay, my next question is: this is the second question. What was the audition process like for you when you were auditioning for Power Rangers? Did they have a lot more other people auditioning, or were you just the only one auditioning?
I came in at the very end during callbacks, I think. And what happened was I was actually a courier delivering scripts back before like the internet was huge. I was actually delivering scripts to agencies and actors. I was working for a courier company. And I walked into my office one day and this manager came to me and he was like, do you want to be a Power Ranger? Did I just go on pause? I'm going to lose battery here. Can you see me?
Yeah, well, you can see. There you go. That's perfect.
I got to find a power source. Yeah. Sounds. 1 second.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. But you guys can check out her lovely, awesome Lightspeed jacket. Look at
That is
that.
so cool.
God, I want one so bad. I want a Red Ranger one.
Look, my mom's doing rescue.
I know Mike let me wear his jacket for him when I took a photo with him.
Yes.
Right?
I remember that.
Cool. Because he's super nice.
Oh,
Awesome.
yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Let me just finish this question because I'm going back. This was really cool.
Okay,
So
go ahead.
he goes, do you want to be a Power Ranger? And I was like, yeah. And so he set me up with an audition with Iris, actually with everybody the next day. It was like Scott, Jonathan, everybody, the line of people, right?
Mhm.
And I went in and I remember auditioning, and then I got called back the Monday. That was a Friday. I got called back Monday and found out night that I got Power Rangers. So it was actually like one of those like Hollywood kind of crazy stories that just like what one day you're just working and the next day you're a Power Ranger.
Oh, that is really cool.
It's pretty cool.
Now, when you audition, do they give you a casting side like for the Yellow Ranger, or was it just for Pink or anything like that, or was your
That's sideways.
okay? Now it's now we see your profile. There we go.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
These things happen. So anyway, did you audition for Pink or Yellow? Was that the original set you did, or casting side?
Can you see me? Sorry. I
There you go.
auditioned for Yellow. I'm pretty sure I auditioned for Yellow. I can't remember. I
Okay,
remember auditioning with like some of the guys, like they'd send us outside, put us together, and then we'd come back in the room. And I remember doing that. And I remember like being put together with Sean at one point, but I don't remember like actual what I was reading because I've had 2 kids in my brain. But I do remember. I do remember Allison at the casting. So I mean, how could you not notice Allison at the casting? But, yeah. So I saw her in the room, and I said, and I know this. I'm not normally arrogant, but it was just a feeling. Like I was like, okay, she's my competition. Like, but I knew.
Allison, if you're watching this, it's all good now.
No, because we ended up working together. Like,
yeah.
I didn't think like that. I was like, she's one of the people who could get a part, like, for sure. So, yeah, that's what I meant.
And the thing about Allison's character, I like how they, made her the daughter of the captain in the show. And that was a really good setup in the show. And it's kind of funny how you guys had to wear the exact same outfits every day, it seemed like. Well, besides the jackets.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I know. I asked. I begged. I mean, we were so excited when we got like a different outfit, like the beach scenes or like a swimsuit or whatever. We were like, or I woke up in the morning and my hair wasn't in a ponytail every day.
Yeah.
Or something. We'd be like stoked. But I think that's just what it was.
Yeah.
Is it still like that? Do you know? Because is it still like that, or are they allowed to wear different things?
I think they still do some of the times, and then certain episodes they'll do something different.
Right.
Okay.
Well, with Megaforce and Super Megaforce, they wore the same outfits.
Okay.
I don't know why they did that, but they did. Now, what was I going to say? So the thing about Allison's outfit. Now, this is a kid. We're talking about a kid show here, and they give her this short skirt, and I'm like,
I know that was the style at the time. I mean, if you look at anime or like Sailor Moon or whatever, they all have like these short skirts. So I think that was just the style,
Yeah,
I was like 9. I was like 9 at the time, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, and I remember. Do you know who Tracy Lynn Cruz is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, at one of the panels at PMC 2016, somebody asked her the question, what would they have changed their character? And she said, I would have rather showed less skin. And I'm like, yeah, I can understand that because, it's a kid show and everything and all that. I mean, I'm thinking to myself, well, yeah, it's the kid show. You got to you got to make sure. I mean, the kids. I mean, obviously, you know, the parents are not going to go. No, that's inappropriate. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. You know.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So
And you
yeah,
have to take into account that kids from the 90s grew up into a different era where it was okay for them at the time, but now that we're in 2018, there are certain rules that you can't do anymore to make
right.
it appropriate for the kids.
Well,
Right.
half the time they don't even wear skirts anymore in the show.
Oh, I don't know. On the show, I don't
Yeah.
know. I go past the local high school and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
I worry about that with my goddaughter because this is her last year of elementary school, so I'm so worried when she goes into middle school.
And
Yeah.
so did you know? Now this is not on the question list, but did you know that in the Japan version, Go-Go 5, the Yellow Ranger was originally a male?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and I was
Okay.
like, go ahead.
No. It fits perfectly because I was a tomboy. So
That works.
yeah,
And-
I thought that was fun.
I thought that was kind of funny that how they did that in Mighty Morphin as well, because they had you know, because for the longest time I never even knew about Super Sentai, and then they have Trini as the girl
Right.
because she is the Yellow Ranger, and then they show she doesn't have a skirt like the Pink Ranger does, and I'm like, what's going on with that? And then I found out it was a boy. I'm like, huh? So
Uh-huh.
okay, very
It was very, very old Japanese footage.
interesting. And also, I understand that apparently, I know that sometimes you guys would be in the suits without your helmets at some point.
Yeah.
And I know that sometimes they would have stunt actors.
Right.
Yeah. Because I heard that about when, I think, whatchamacallit, Daniel Southworth was mentioning that about, you know, Aaron Cahill and that. And, you know, they had a man
Yeah.
in the women's ranger suit, and I'm like, wow.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can't look at the Rangers the same now, right?
Well, when they
It's
take the
ruined.
helmets off, you see the padded chest and everything, and you're like,
Yeah.
man, it's like thinking, oh man, Allison looks great in the pink spandex. Oh, that's not Allison.
No.
No,
Okay.
but I do remember Allison told me about this time that they were doing this thing in the foam pit, and they were like, "Do not jump in the foam pit," and she did, and she ended up breaking something, I think.
Yeah, that was she was working out with the stuntmen after the show, like in her free time. She was working out with the stunt guys, and that's how she broke her leg the first time.
Well, first it was for you. It was with you and the snowboarding, and now it's like, don't jump in the foam pit.
Yeah, I think where I got in trouble was probably because she broke her leg first, and they're like, no.
And that's when they look.
Another person, yeah.
Oh wait, I think there may have been another incident, or it wasn't an incident, but I do remember Sean saying that he did a car stunt on his very first day, and when they found out he did it, the executive had a pale white face and said, "No circumstances is he doing that again."
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's funny because I bet the guys like, see this. This is why you guys should listen to us. Okay. So next question I have. I've asked a lot of people that we've interviewed on this show. Do you have any funny or embarrassing stories from your time on the set that you would like to share with us? Any interesting, funny stories that you can think of?
I don't know. I mean, I've dropped a mic in the toilet, or you forget that the mic is on, because you're doing stuff. Yeah, I did that. Sound wasn't very. I don't think they respect sound a lot on Power Rangers. They'd be like, "Oh, we can get that in. What is it? ADR. You can get that. And then be like, don't worry about it. There's a plane, whatever, explosion. We'll get it in ADR. Don't worry about it. But they did have like these sound packs, when you're going wireless, so that they don't have to boom you. And yeah, I went to the bathroom with it. Or you have to remember to turn it off because they can hear everything you say. And yeah, you want to. I think I dropped mine in the toilet. So I think that's probably the most embarrassing. I don't know. Somebody else with a better memory could probably remember more stupid things that I did. I'm sure there were a lot of them.
Well, there is one thing that that Sean told me at a panel that when Allison was practicing stuff, she did a roundhouse kick and accidentally hit you in the head.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And I got really mad. I think sometimes, like, well, we were younger, and I think sometimes we just get on, you get on. It was probably a day where we were getting on each other's nerves. You're together like 12, 14 hours a day, and you're bound not to have like good days all the time, right?
Right.
So I think she was mad at me, and she like kicked me for real. So I don't know, but we're the best of friends now.
Yeah.
We couldn't be any better.
Well, that's good.
So,
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, what did I do? You know what you
I
did.
was probably pretty mouthy. I remember like always like being sarcastic and teasing her because she was the youngest. So
Yeah.
I was probably being like a dork. I probably deserved it. So yeah.
Yeah, as you're holding your head, like, yep, I deserve that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
deserve that. Exactly.
But yeah, it was and also I remember the joke that Allison said on the show, and I know she probably remembers this one. What do you call a dog with a sweater?
No, that wasn't that. It went like this.
Go ahead.
Why did the hot dog put on a sweater?
Why?
Because it was a chili dog.
Right. And that makes sense because she loves her Dachshunds, right?
Yeah, something. I guess I don't know. I mean, but it's funny. Go ahead.
Sorry. No, it's just I planned on asking her that question if she came to PMC, but then we found out she broke her leg before coming to this PMC.
I know.
And this was before. And you know what's funny? She wasn't on Power Rangers, so she broke her leg when she wasn't on Power Rangers. So
I know. It's horrible, actually.
yeah, but I mean, hopefully she's getting better, and I know she's already planning to do another convention coming up.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
she was in England Scotland doing a convention, and I've seen her with
Brennan?
Brennan Menenge. Is that how you say his name?
Mejia.
Brennan Mejia.
Okay, sorry, but yeah, I've seen her like on posts with him. Yeah, she looks like she's doing awesome.
Oh yeah.
So you can't hold a Pink Ranger down. So I think
no.
she's gonna do
And I know that she dyed her hair back to being blonde again.
right. It looks awesome. She looks phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's naturally blonde. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because I mean, I think it's kind of funny because how when they did this. Now here's a perfect question to ask you. Did they ask you to come back for the 20th anniversary reunion when they did Power Rangers Super Mega Force, the Legendary Battle?
They did.
They did. Okay.
They did. And I think what happened was they got such a huge response. And the way it came back is I just didn't fit into the script at the time. So
Yeah. And now look,
Yeah.
I mean, the thing, I've said this so many times on the show, Amanda can vouch for this. My friend Rick, he's on the show too, and he's one of our administrators. I didn't dislike the cameos of how they did them. I didn't like the battle because it was too short. And the one thing that kind of really I was kind of disappointed, really disappointed in, is that they did not bring in Rhett Fisher as Ryan, the Titanium Ranger.
right.
Yeah, and because I remember he posted on Twitter, he said that apparently he was uninvited.
Oh.
He was invited, but then they uninvited him because of budget reasons, and they didn't have, and I'm like, how could you not have him in there?
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm glad that Sean got to be in there and Allison, and I mean, I would have loved to see a lot of them, but it's like he was the original. He was never even in the Japanese Sentai series, the Super Sentai series. He was a Ranger. He was American made in the U.S. He was the first ever exclusive American Ranger.
Right. I know.
If I had it my way, everyone would be on it.
Oh my God, that'd be a lot of cameos.
That
Now,
would
did
be-
they?
Or
yeah,
how
did-
about more of those movies with Rangers? In
Yes.
them? That'd be cool.
Now,
Oh yeah,
Let's make more.
Now, did they ask you to come back for the 25th anniversary, or did you hear anything about
Yeah,
that?
they asked me both times.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was really sad the last time. I was really hoping that it would come through, but that's just the way stuff works out.
I mean, hey, Hasbro has bought the rights for Power Rangers, now owns the rights for Power Rangers and the toys.
Yeah.
30th anniversary, why not? You know?
And the headquarters is actually here in Rhode Island, Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
Who is?
Oh, Hasbro.
One of my friends told me, yeah, I live in Rhode Island, and one of my friends just told me recently that the headquarters of Hasbro is in Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
Amanda, get on that.
So then you're in Rhode Island. Nate, where are you?
I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincinnati, Ohio. And how did you guys meet to do this? I mean, you're
PMC.
Okay, well, I can tell you the story, all right?
Okay.
Before we continue the interview, it's story time, guys. So get out your blankets and pillows and be ready. Okay, so anyway, so here's how we met. Back in 2012, this is way before I started LR4. I was just doing something for fun. And then Amanda, she was dressed up as the Pink Ranger.
This was my first PMC.
Yeah, that was her first PMC. And I started talking to her, and then we used to be a part of something called, which no longer exists, called the Gold Team. That just got disbanded because of some complications and everything. Just
some disputes.
Yeah, something like that. But other than that, then I said, you know what? I need some more people to be part of LR4 because I didn't want to do it by myself anymore. I'm like, well, before I start, I'm like, you know what? I want to build a group of people to join me on this fun journey of LR4 because this is our we've actually gotten up to 100 episodes, which was last Sunday. Well,
amazing.
Yeah, that was last Sunday, not this Sunday, but previous Sunday, and this will be our 5th year that we've been on for, and this is our 6th season that we are doing right now. And without Amanda, without everybody that's done this, and without you and a lot of the other cast members coming on here, I mean, I wouldn't be doing this. I would have said, you know what? I would have said, I mean, it wasn't for people that watch and everything and like our page. I would have said, you know what? I think it's time to throw in the tap. I think it's time to throw in the surrender flag and say, you know what? I think it's time. But no, I didn't give up because, that's what kept me going. It was everybody that, has shown the support for the page and showed support for the show. And, it's because of you. I mean, I'll say this right now. It's because of you guys that have shown me and everybody else to never give up on what we love doing. And that's what LR4 is, it's based for, it's called what it stands for, Legend Rangers Forever. Because, it represents past Rangers and trying to live through the series that has been on forever. So, and then, I thought that's perfect because, without any of my friends and my administrators, because they're not just my administrators and co-hosts, they're my friends too. I never treat them like, okay, well, thanks for coming. Have a nice day. No, I don't treat them like that. I don't treat them like they're like coworkers. I treat them like friends because they're my friends.
We're more like a family. I mean,
That's good.
Here's how I look at it from my point of view. That Nate got me into the Power Ranger fandom, and growing up, I had trouble making friends because of my autism. And when he showed me this fandom and a lot of people of how kind and accepting that they just allowed me to be into their fandom franchise family. And I'm like, wow, I suddenly don't feel alone anymore. And then when I come to PMC, a lot of the actors or some of the actors have become close friends of mine. And that's just another thing Power Rangers has done for me. It's like, the show's made me a better person because of it.
Yeah, and I think, Amanda, if you want to bring this up, because you said this many times about Lightspeed Rescue and what that meant to you. And if you want to bring that up, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, I was 9 years old, and I was going through a little bit of a rough time, and I think that was probably the first time I could have a memory recollection of what Power Ranger was, because I was probably 2 years old when the series started. And I was going through a rough patch, and coming home and watching Lightspeed Rescue, just coming home, I would always remember off the bus, through the door, up the stairs, to the TV room, and that would just literally brighten up my day. And from then, I just continued watching Power Rangers because it's taught me so much about wisdom, discipline, and how to help people in the community, which I've been doing a lot ever since then. And I wouldn't be who I am today without this show and you guys. So I wanted to say thank you for that.
Oh, well, I was just part of the team. I was as lucky as you are. I mean, I was just asked to do it. So thank you. I couldn't have done it without you, Amanda. It means a lot to me. Thank you for sharing that with me.
Welcome.
And I want to share this with you. I think you recognize that person right there. I knew he
was gonna show that.
What is it?
It's the booklet. It's the booklet
from the DVD pack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She looks like she's worried about something.
That was, I think that was the episode Truth Discovered.
Okay.
Now, did you always have to wear those headphones?
I did. I always wore them.
That made it more cool.
Back in the day when they had the Walkman, I remember that, or something like that. The old CD player. Nowadays it's the iPhone and all that stuff.
It wasn't even a CD player. It was a cassette player. It was a cassette player.
Well, actually, thanks to Stranger Things, now cassette players are now becoming more popular again.
Yeah.
Or Guardians of the Galaxy, so why not?
One of those two.
Right,
yeah.
Mixtapes, sure.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, now the next question I have for you. Did you like that the Rangers did not have to hide their identities from the world like they did in past seasons?
Yeah, that was cool. I wouldn't have minded it either way. That would have been fun to either be hiding a secret identity or being open with it. Either way, it sounds cool.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, if you think about it, because, this is Lightspeed Rescue, and they are rescuing people on a daily basis. They, because Carter, Sean's character, Carter, he was a fireman. Right. And Allison, her character was a paramedic. Right. And then I know that, okay, he had Chad's character, I know this, he had experience in marine biology.
Right, exactly.
Yep.
And then Joel was the Sky Cowboy.
Right.
And he kept trying to... Go ahead.
I think because of this season, because of all of the professional things that the characters represented, I think that's the reason why they made the identities public, is because you see firefighters and paramedics, all these kind of like authority figures every day. And I guess they wanted to show they wanted to show the faces of people who save them every single day.
Yeah.
And cool. Your character was the adventurer, right? The one that the risk taker, the one that
adventurer, like extreme sports, right? I'm just gonna turn on the light here because it's getting so dark.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
because I live in the Great White North, eh?
Now, have you always lived in Canada?
No, I just moved here like in July.
Oh, wow.
Do you guys see the Northern Lights there?
No, it's not that far up north. I live in Vancouver, which is like, it's not that far from the border.
Oh,
so
cool.
It's not that far up north.
Yeah, and
but it does get dark. Everything. It's winter, right? So it's starting to get dark. I'm sure you get that in Rhode Island too.
We're actually getting that right now.
Yeah, me too. Oh God, when it gets starting to get closer to November, I think, or the end of Halloween or something, it's supposed to start going back to. That's when daylight saving times begin or ends. I think.
No, that's in October. November is Ranger Stop.
I think they've actually changed daylight savings to November.
Yeah, I think
so that it's after Halloween.
Yeah.
Yippee!
It was something George Bush did. I'm pretty sure he changed.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to take a look at that right now, actually, because now I'm curious.
Now you figure it out.
Now, when they had the whole scene when you guys were under, now this is not in the questions. I like to add things here. And guys, we will get to your questions as soon as I'm done with these questions. I promise. So guys, if you have questions, be ready to ask, okay? Be ready to ask because, it's going to be fun. Trust me. So now, when you were actually on the set for the Lightspeed Rescue Aquabase, and that water was coming in,
Right.
what was that experience like? Because technically, you guys weren't really. I mean, were you? I mean, I don't think you guys were really underwater when you were filming.
No, we were. Yeah, when we were filming that was on set in Santa Clarita. Yeah, so it didn't feel too scary.
No, but it felt like
I think what was sad was that it was the end of the season, and we knew it was the end of the season, so it wasn't very hard to get emotional about that, you know.
And you think to yourselves, like, how did they even build this base underwater?
Right? Well, they didn't. You know, they had they took us to the Olympic pool in Long Beach, and they had us swim underwater with those fake little breathing. What's that? A real breathing thing? I can't remember if it was a real breathing apparatus that we used. I think to breathe and swim underwater in Long Beach. And then Scott Page Pachter, who is one of the producers on Power Rangers, he actually taught us all how to scuba dive. So we all took courses and we went out to Catalina and learned how to scuba dive.
Nice.
Together, which was amazing and awesome. And so yeah, it was an Olympic pool. It was the actual pool they used for the 1984 LA Olympics, I think.
That's so cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I think they actually are getting ready to demolish it, or they have demolished it.
Oh.
No.
Here.
Oh man.
Oh, why? Yeah.
And now the whole thing with now this is another question that wasn't on there. And what do you think of the whole thing with Joel and Miss Fairweather's relationship thing going on in the show? A lot of people were probably thinking, "Oh my God, Joel's probably driving that woman nuts."
That was like comedy.
Happens, right? That happens out there.
Yeah. And then they ended up getting married and then they were like, their characters were married in Time Force, the team up.
Really? They're married?
Yeah, their characters were.
Their characters.
Oh my gosh! So
if you ever go watch on Netflix, go to watch. I
think it's Time for Lightspeed.
Yeah, Time for Lightspeed. Okay. That's the team up episode where they asked you all to come back, and you teamed up with the Time Force Rangers. So you'll because they're going on their apparently they're going on their honeymoon, and
it was a cruise.
I forgot.
Yeah,
it was a cruise to Hawaii.
Yeah, and then Carter calls up and she says he's on his way. He's like, "Oh, come on."
Oh my gosh, they would have had the cutest kids.
Yeah. Now, when they actually, okay, before I get to the next one, I gotta ask this too. When they had these characters, Nancy and Brian, now were they just side characters, or were they possibly thinking like, okay, well, they could? I mean, were they ever thinking, okay, maybe that could be the next Blue Ranger or the next Yellow Ranger or something like that? Were they thinking that, or were they just side characters?
I think they were just auditioning for a role, a day role.
Okay.
Maybe Iris could, like, if she saw somebody, she could put them back in her, her Ranger folder. She actually at Power Morphicon she has everybody's headshot, like from when we were kids, which is crazy.
I think
she was showing me all of our old headshots. So
I love that, the one where you see Mike coming out of the ocean. He's looking like what? like what's going on?
Oh,
it's
really?
Yeah, because if you look on it, because he just looks like this, like, because that's in the first episode, Operation Lightspeed. They show, because apparently Lightspeed Rescue has files on everybody. Well, obviously they probably got the picture of Joel, the Sky Cowboy, at some point, which I think that's still funny from this day, and they use that as his
confidential picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. I'd be asking, like, how'd you even get my picture? What do you guys? This is kind of.
Well, it's FBI. Come on.
Yeah.
Or it's
or official government. That's the one thing I loved about it. That this was like a secret government thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's funny how they gave Ron Roget. They gave him a mustache. They gave him a mustache, and apparently he said that was a fake mustache he had to wear.
Oh my gosh.
It was?
I think, I don't know. Or he had to grow one out, and he had to get his hair dyed gray or something. I have no idea.
It didn't look gray.
Well, if you look back, it kind of did. I don't know. It's just, I mean, I hope that. Now this is a good. Here's to the next question. How does it feel to meet your fans at these conventions that you have attended?
It feels amazing. It's one of my. It's awesome. It's really. We go to these conventions and you get to meet these people that are part of the Power Ranger fandom, and it takes it takes me about a week to recover because it's so much. I think I take in so much energy, and I want to be there for everybody. It's huge. It's really, really cool.
Yeah. And like I said to you before, because I wasn't able to come around to everybody that weekend because of the craziness of what was going on. And I just didn't want to have to worry about going to the ATM at that convention center and spending and having them take out $3.52 out of my account. And I'm like, yeah. So I was like this, okay, who has a credit card? Do you have cash? Okay. Well, hopefully, I'm like this, you know what? I hope you do come next time to PMC 2020. Because that's the definite next one for PMC. Mm-hmm. Right now they're in the process of getting things set up to do Power Morphicon Express, which
I was just gonna say because I was talking to the one who's doing that, and they're gonna keep me in touch if they're gonna do one in New England, like in Boston.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's yeah, and so yeah, I mean it's always an honor to meet everybody from the cast. I mean, I hope Monica, the actress that played Miss Fairweather, I can never get I think her last name's Lawrence. Monica.
Yeah, Lawrence.
Lawrence. Yeah, I hope that she does try to come to Power Morphicon sometime because it would be great to meet her.
Actually, it would be a coincidence if it was 2020 because that's also the 20th anniversary of Lightspeed Rescue.
Well, no, because they did announce that it's going to be PMC is going to be in 2020. So that's going to be.
Did you see the girl that dressed up as Mrs. Fairweather at Power Morphicon?
No, I did not.
I don't think I did.
It was a great. Oh my gosh, there was a girl who dressed up and looked just like her. It was awesome.
I bet you would, Monica. It's great to see. Oh wait.
I know. That's pretty neat.
And I know that Mike Chat was there. Well, his last name is really long, so he goes by Mike Chat. Yeah, and he was there, but he wasn't really. I don't think he was really signing anything. He was just there for moral support for somebody.
You know what? He actually trains the Rangers now.
I know. I saw that because the thing is, Amanda mentioned this too during our 100th episode when we were talking about the new cast members. One of the cast members that is going to be on the new season, Power Rangers Beast Morphers, he trained. That was her name is. She goes by Jackie. Her whole name is Jacqueline Sislowski, and he trained her.
Yeah.
So, because when I saw him at the Super Ninja Steel panel, I'm like, "What's Mike doing here?" I'm like, "Well, that was a surprise. I didn't expect him to be here." And then when I found out that, because I follow her on Instagram, I like her Facebook page, and I saw that, and I'm like, "Oh my God, that is amazing!" He's training them for the show now. A legendary Ranger is training future generation Rangers.
Yeah, they used to I think he was telling me that you used to be able to go there and actors would pay out of their own pocket to train with him. But now I think the actual show is paying for him to train.
Yeah, and it is really cool, being able to be trained by somebody like that, and and you guys always get to meet the new cast members and everything, and then it's. I mean, and that goes towards this question too. What is it like meeting the future generations of Rangers that have came out with the new seasons and everything, like Brennan Mejia and all those other cast members?
It's super cool. I mean, it's awesome. He's pretty phenomenal. Brennan's pretty cool, right?
Oh my God, yes.
And super inspirational. I love reading his posts.
And
he could do anything. He could do everything.
Because the thing is, he's
super down to earth, right?
Yeah.
He's just so approachable. Love him. Love
Yeah,
him.
and I know that he actually is he trained in the circus, I think. He does acrobats. Yeah, he does acrobats, and he does handstands like
Yeah,
no other. And every time I see that, I'm like, wow,
I know, right?
that's awesome.
Me and Mike used to have handstand competitions all the time in during Power Rangers.
Oh, that's
Like,
awesome.
all the time. It was one of the things we do all the time. Yeah.
Now, moving on from the Power Ranger aspect, we've got a question about something that you are raising money for. What is this fundraiser called that you are raising money for?
I'm raising money for the Skyline Challenge. It is a fundraiser put together by Outward Bound, which is a company that takes kids out into the great outdoors, into the wilderness, and teaches them experiential leadership skills. And they learn how to be able to take care of themselves and gain, gain life skills outside. Now, my husband used to be a leader for Outward Bound. And my husband is Eli Craig. He also did Tucker and Dale versus Evil. And
yeah, I've seen that movie.
Right? And then he did another film last year called Little Evil. And so they asked him to come back, which I was in, yo.
Yeah, I saw that movie too. I watched it. I was like, Little Evil. And I'm like, right? Whoa, that was really interesting. And at first I didn't recognize you at first. And I'm like, wait a minute, why does she look familiar? I'm like, oh, that's Sasha from Lightspeed Rescue. Wow, okay. That hit me out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So
anyway, he used to be a Outward Bound instructor, and they called him back to do this thing where we're going to be actually jumping off or rappelling off a 46-story building in Union Square, San Francisco. And we're like $300 away from our, like, what we're supposed to raise, which was, and then we have until I think 2 weeks after the event until they stop accepting money for the fundraiser. But I was for anybody who donated $25 or more on my fundraising page or on our team page, I was sending them an autographed headshot. So if you're interested, I'm going to have it'll be on, right now I have this link for this live show that we're doing right now on my Instagram, but I'll put the link on my Instagram to where you can donate. It's for Outward Bound, and it will take you directly to my donation page if you're interested. And then awesome. I'm also going to live, stream it we're going to be live streaming.
That was my next question is anyone going to film this? Because
Sure. All of us have head cams that we'll be wearing. And then
the GoPro.
Yeah, the GoPro. And then I think I have my sister-in-law might be helping me out with this also. Yeah. So I'm really excited. It's gonna be
I know
awesome.
that some of my friends donated as well as I did.
Yes, thank you, Amanda.
You're welcome.
I sent, you're like, sure, that would be great. And I sent out your headshot like about 4 days ago. Coming from Canada, sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but it's on its way. And
it's
then
okay. Thank you.
Somebody else just open it up and say, hey, we got ours, like on Instagram. So they just got the first one that just was sent out. Yeah. So they're getting there. So
yeah, this is an awesome thing you're doing. Yeah. I mean, everything that you're doing is really cool.
Oh, thanks.
It's really it's
not just a weekend away without the kids.
And I was saying you're
that's PMC.
And I was just gonna say you're a lot braver than I am, because I would have not done something like that. I mean, I'll raise money for an awareness, yes, but I will not go down a building because I respect gravity.
Oh no, I will jump out of a building like no problem, but when it comes to asking people for money, it is so hard.
It's like I will do this for this amount of money.
I don't do it, but I like to ask somebody for a cause. For me, like I'll tell you a secret. For me, like sometimes the telephone is really hard for me to pick up and like ask for stuff. I'm a really independent person.
Yeah.
So like, so I was like, okay, this is hard for me to do. That means I have to do it.
Right.
So the building part, that part is easy because I know how to do that stuff. Like I can, like, it's not going to be a problem. But the hard part is actually getting out there and asking people to support kids that need the help. It should be easy, but I have a hard time asking.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, I can understand that. And I saw the video of you rock climbing indoors, and I'm like, man, I can never be able to, you know, stand up there that long. I'm like, okay, my arm's getting tired, gotta get down.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was like a year ago, so I was pretty weak. I'm a lot stronger now. I'll do a new video and show you guys. But I like to climb. I love the outdoors. I love sports. I kind of slowed down a bit when I had kids because they're my first priority. But I'm back up in British Columbia. I just got a season pass to the local mountain here for season snowboarding, and I'm so excited to go. And yeah, I love. It keeps my mind fit. It keeps my spirit alive. I really, really believe it's good for everybody to get outside.
Right.
I remember that times when I went to Vermont, and there'd be times where I'd go up to this like place where there was a hotel and there was a mountain right next to it. It was like the best time to go in October because sometimes the snow would be there, but just being at a lodge and being outside, the smell of the fall, it was just one of the best things I could ever imagine.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. And guys, if you're wondering, she's a lot like her character because Kelsey's her character. Kelsey's very adventurous. So is she. So there you go.
Yeah. I think, you know what? Yeah. In high school, I climbed a water tower in our town. Like, yeah, I've always been kind of doing kind of crazy stuff for the adrenaline rush, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's very daring. So if you say, I dare you to climb that right there. I dare you to climb that water tower.
Yeah.
I'm on it. What? I was just kidding. What are you doing?
That was 16-year-old me. I don't do that. I don't want to go to jail now. So.
That would be considered trespassing.
That was trespassing. It was like with a bunch of Mormons too. I was hanging out with. I know. I had like a lot of great friends who were, and Mormons happen to like really have like great activities for teenagers, I guess, because I always hung out and they had like hockey or like scavenger hunts or whatever, and they actually are the ones that taught me to rock climb. So I had my friend Chance, I think he taught me how to rock climb out in Santa Cruz. But yeah, he also taught me how to trespass.
Maybe not a good thing to teach somebody to trespass, but the rock climbing, yeah, that's good. You do that, yeah.
We were safe. We used ropes, so we were being totally safe. We weren't hurting anybody.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
We weren't stealing anything, you know. Just fun.
You weren't propelling from roofs and going like, okay.
Yeah. Exactly. I was
no mission possible.
People's windows.
Okay, guys. Now it is time. All right, guys. Now, for those of you in the live chat, if you guys have any questions for Sasha, don't hesitate to ask. I will try to get through them as many as possible. So, guys, go ahead and ask your questions, and she'll answer them. But remember, guys, make sure they're appropriate. Okay? Don't be asking her, personal things, because that's a no-no. We don't do that here. Be very appropriate, okay? And then that's guys like this. Well, I'm not gonna be asking her this question.
I know. We'll throw that one out.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Oh, by the way, guys, if you're gonna ask about like Allison stuff, do you know if Allison's available? It's like don't be asking questions like that. It's like I'm not gonna be talking about that. Don't be asking questions like
for what?
available for what? Conventions?
for the next convention that's in my town.
Ah.
Yeah, everybody, you know, I mean, everybody had a
So
thing.
all those
Everybody,
questions,
yes,
that's go to, you know, her manager. She has a manager for that. Right?
Yeah.
Steph, she is
Yeah.
like so nice.
Amazing.
yes, and also, Sasha, I don't know if you know this. Well, there's a convention coming up in March in Lexington,
Okay.
Kentucky, called Lexington Comic and Toy Convention. That's
He goes
March.
to that one.
What?
You go to that one.
I go to that one. That's the one to go. I mean, I hopefully I hope they can get in contact with the owner and see if they can get you there for March next year, maybe.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
talking to Steph about having some of you guys come to Rhode Island Comic Con, not for this one, but for the next one, because she knows the talent agency that does Rhode Island Comic Con. So I'm going to try to help her out to see if we can get you guys to the biggest convention in the smallest state.
Ah.
That's their logo.
That's pretty funny.
Okay, now here's one question. Please ask her the. Okay, Jeffrey. All right. Please ask her the BTS video that Red Fisher took on the show and posted on YouTube a few years later. Keith was wearing a medical mask and he was making weird sounds like it was a horror movie. What?
Wait, is this about the behind the scene footage that Red put onto his YouTube page?
I
Oh,
think.
that's hilarious. That sounds like it. Yeah. We were in like some underground crazy dark hospital. Like it
Ugh.
was weird in the middle of downtown. There were like old gurneys and it was creepy. It was so scary. And the air wasn't that great. I mean, that's what he's reminding me of. And we were wearing masks like between scenes because the air wasn't great down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what he was asking?
Yeah, I think that's what he was asking. He's like, yes. Okay, good, Jeffrey. Okay, and our this is our new co-host and administrator of LR4. This is his name's Devin, but he goes by Lightspeed Reviews. There you go.
Kevin?
So he asks Sasha, would you see Kelsey and Brennan's character Tyler going on adventures together?
Sure, that would be awesome. I'm always up for an adventure. Are you kidding? Where are we going?
Well, there you go, man. Okay, guys, if you have any more questions for Sasha, feel free to ask. Okay, oh, here
Here's
we go.
one.
Charles, what's your favorite type of movies, TV show, music do you like to watch yourself? So what type of movies and TV shows and music do you like?
I do not like to watch myself. I think it's weird.
Okay.
Sean says the same thing.
Yeah. Well,
I will do it. Like, you know what? Normally I'll think it's weird, like right when I do it. And then if I see stuff of when I was a kid and I'll be like, oh, but that's like me looking at like younger me, like, and I'm a mom now. That's like, oh, look at that kid. That she wasn't as bad as she thought she was. You know, she I don't know. Like, I think especially with photographs and stuff, we are so critical on how we look.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
we'll be like, oh, that's so raw. And then we'll go back like 5-10 years ago and you're like, dude, that was the bomb. That was
Well,
I was wrong. That was awesome. What
Well,
was wrong?
right.
Oh,
Oh, well, actually, the question was, what was your favorite type of movies and all that stuff? You know, like, what kind of movies do you like, television shows or music? So that's
what
one.
I've been watching. You know what I've been watching, like that I've never gotten into, are the Marvel comic movies right now. I've been watching. Well, I watched it twice. I watched Spider-Man: Homecoming with my son Noah, which was super cute and fun. And then we just watched.
How did I get the feeling you would have that up there?
Oh, this right here? Yeah.
He always has stiff stuff nearby just in case.
Because my DVD, that's the Spider-Man Homecoming DVD right there.
Oh my gosh! So you like it too, obviously.
I watched every Marvel movie, so, and also if you guys haven't
watched
seen this
everyone.
yet,
So
you should watch this too.
We're getting into it now, but I have a 4-year-old who can't watch some of them. So
I was just gonna say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the hard part is trying to like get one to bed and let the other one stay up. We watched what was Doctor Strange the other night, which was bizarre and cool and fun. And then like you know what Doctor Strange reminded me of? Do you remember those origami like I'm not even but it kept turning and turning and turning?
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that, but like when the world started, I'm not spoilers. I'm not going to talk anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I love that. And then we watched the Avengers. I know, and I totally skipped. Then I watched Avengers: Infinity Wars. So that was fun. I like watching. Right now, I kind of like watching superhero films because it makes me be like, okay, I got this. You know, or I like watching comedies, which will make me just cheer up and be like laugh my butt off, which is always good to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say that I got the show for you, Impractical Jokers.
Which one?
Impractical Jokers. That's the show.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Awesome.
Oh boy. Oh man, that
Yeah.
show is crazy. It is funny.
It's not at the expense of somebody else, right? By the way, thank you, Charles. Because
Well, what it is,
It's four guys from high school who, ever since they were in high school, they would always prank each other. So they thought, now that they're older, why not do it as a television show? So they're not doing it towards the public itself, but they're doing it to more of just the four of them.
Oh, okay. It's kind of like a Jackass, but nicer.
Yeah, in some cases.
I'm actually seeing them, and they also do a comedy show called The Tenderloins. That's their name of it. I'm actually seeing them here in Connecticut. Well, going to Connecticut to see them in their comedy show.
Yeah, I suggest you definitely watch it yourself before ever letting your kids watch it, just in case.
My kid watch it?
Yeah.
I made the mistake of showing my goddaughter that show, and now I have to see it on her Instagram page, and I'm like, what did I just do?
Yeah, what have you done, Amanda?
I know.
And the other question.
What?
The other question from. Sorry for cutting you off like that. Okay. The other question part of that was, what's your favorite type of music do you like?
My favorite type of music?
Mm.
Oh gosh, I don't know, because my son kind of runs the show right now. I have a 12-year-old, and like we have Alexa, and Alexa, play this, Alexa, play that, and right now he's into Sonic, and he listens to all the Sonic music. I know
Sonic the Hedgehog.
What? Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah. So he likes Fist Bump. He likes. There's another song that says "Follow Your Rainbow." There's like, I mean, he's gonna kill me. Oh my god, I'm gonna stop talking. He's like, don't he's totally retro video guy. So he likes.
Oh my god.
Right? No, seriously. And he's 12. He's like, and he'll play Fortnite only like, and he's only just started because his best friend plays it. And he'd be like, Elliot, you could protect me. He's like totally terrified of it. Oh, he's gonna kill me. But
I was just gonna say, if he's a fan of retro games, the Nintendo 64 had Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue as a game.
He knows like the craziest facts about Nintendo. He just knows the most obscure, crazy facts. You'll talk to him and he'll be like, so the thing about Nintendo, can I tell you one more thing about Nintendo? So Nintendo, and I'm like, okay.
That's great. That's great. Thanks for letting me know everything. I don't even have to look up about Nintendo and all that stuff. Thanks.
No. As a matter of fact, he got a Nintendo Switch for Christmas last year.
Uh-oh.
And we said, and he was asking like probably 20 times a day. And we said, okay, we'll get you one, but you're not allowed to say Nintendo.
Oh, no.
Right?
He's probably sitting there like this, like,
I don't. He would be like, my friendo.
My friendo.
Something that rhymes with it.
My friendo. That counts too.
He's like, my friendo. So that was funny. I like dance music. I like any music that gets you up and moving. I still take dance classes.
Nice.
And You know, I really liked Hamilton. We went and saw the Hamilton musical. So, and my son knows all the lyrics to every song. So we played that a million times in our house.
Yeah, I love musical theater music too. Like I have Dear Evan Hansen, Mamma Mia, that sort of thing, because I kind of grew up in the theater.
Right? Yeah, and I love singing. I mean, I don't know if anybody loves to hear me sing, except for my 4-year-old, because I sing to him every night, but I love it. I think there's this old, like, I can't remember where I heard this from, but it's like this old witch doctor. This person comes in and says, okay, so you're depressed. Tell me, when did you stop singing? When did you stop dancing? You know, when did you stop singing and when did you stop dancing? And maybe we can get to the root of this problem. And so I love both of those things.
Now, speaking of singing, I wonder if you remember this guy by any chance.
Right?
What is that?
You'll know.
Oh, it's Rhett.
Yep. And it's funny because I remember when they were talking on the special features on there, saying that, well, you know, Rhett kind of had that boy band look to him or something like that when he came
Backstreet
in.
Boy type look.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
It's funny because the Backstreet Boys are my favorite boy band.
And it's funny because I had no idea that he could sing. I had no idea that and then, you know, well, he doesn't do Project Dirty anymore. They disbanded, but he does. He still does music. So that is, I was surprised. I mean, when I heard like the song, I think one of my friends, Jay, he runs Morphin Legacy. He was telling me, he was mentioning the song called Skywalker, and I'm like, are you talking about Star Wars? There's a song about Skywalker. Lurks. He's like, no, it's from Project Dirty. I'm like, who is Project Dirty? And he's like, that's Rhett Fisher's band. And I'm like, what? He has a band?
Right? Yeah.
I mean, I knew that. I mean, yeah, and
I went to go see him play. It was awesome.
that is cool. And I remember also, after a while, I knew that Johnny Young Bosch was in a band. Well, they're not together anymore. I Shine. And I'm like, wow, okay, this is just. And then you got Steven Schuyler. He does music, and he's also a photographer too. He's got his own photography. And I think Allison's involved in his photography too. That's yeah. That's pretty cool what he does. And then next question. Let's go to the next question here. Sasha, this was from Lightspeed Reviews. Sasha, what was one episode of the show that you emotionally connect with of Lightspeed Rescue?
What was the show that I emotionally connected with?
Well, I
think
think
the episode of the show that you were on.
Probably saying goodbye to everybody. You know, that was probably the hardest one that I had to do. You know?
And then you found out, oh, you guys got to come back for the team up. Really?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, but that was a good question, Devin. Thanks for that. Okay. Let's see. This one's from Charles again. How was filming with Shannon Wells, who played your grandmother in the 5th Crystal? Did you get to hang out with her offset? I
did not. I don't remember doing that. She was really easy to work with, a lot of fun. I can't really remember her personally. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But she seemed very easy to work with. Yeah. Sorry, Charles.
Yeah. Oh, and the Lightspeed Review says, someone show her the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Lightspeed Rescue mashup opening. They have a lot of people do these mashups of different series and everything, and they use the theme song from it. And
I was just going to say, they did one for Sailor Moon, too.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, I hear some dogs.
Oh, yeah, those are mine.
Those, hey, what's going on?
Those are mine. Hey!
I'm in here doing an interview.
Hi, puppies!
So you guys actually got to keep your jackets.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Well, Lisa Bond let you keep something.
Here, I'll show you.
Oh, this is
so we got the Lightspeed jacket. You know what? was so funny? I think it was Sean had his the other day, and he opened up the back. He's like this. And went in. I probably have old gum. No, just kidding. He went in here and pulled out a script. He had one of his old sides in his jacket still, which was kind of like, what? Are you kidding me?
He's probably like this.
Probably, yeah, but they used to like. There's a million. This is so 90s. There's like a million zippers, which is my worst nightmare because I will just forget where I put anything. There are zippers to nowhere, so it's kind of like the Winchester Mystery zipper jacket.
Yeah. Okay. What's in this pocket?
I remember Sydney told me, Sydney, who's Scott's wife, close friend of mine, said that Sean would, I don't know if he did or not, but he would put stuff into your jackets as a prank or something.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. We got another question. This one's from Jeffrey. Sasha, did you ever want your own battle booster armor like Keith and Mike Chat had? And what was your favorite weapon?
My hands. These lethal weapons.
Judo chop.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have a favorite weapon, and I probably didn't even realize that I didn't have a battle booster, to tell you the truth, because I mean, there's so much filming that happens with other actors wearing the suit, so I might not have realized that I didn't have one. So, yeah, I didn't even know.
Yeah, that I can understand that.
Yeah.
So what now here's a question the questions that weren't on the questions. What do you have any conventions coming up in the future? Anything set up?
Not right now. Nope.
Okay.
I don't have anything set up for right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, if you want to see her at some conventions that are coming up next year, definitely request her. I'm sure she would love to come out and meet you guys.
But she needs to rest first.
Well, let her rest. Let her get through the holiday season first, and then let's.
Yes, Christmas.
Yes.
So, what's your favorite holiday, guys?
Ooh.
Christmas.
Christmas.
I like Christmas. That's my favorite holiday, but Halloween's fun too. I like Thanksgiving because of all the food, so it's kind of hard to choose between those three.
You know, food is good. So in Canada, Thanksgiving here is October 8th.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's coming up.
So I have coming up on like a Monday, coming up. So I'm excited. I'm gonna have people over, and then my favorite holiday is Halloween.
Nice.
There's no stress. You don't have to worry about getting somebody the right gift. Or I know it shouldn't be about gifts.
Right.
Right. It should be about family and
right.
And well, if you're Christian, it should be
Yeah.
about that too.
Yeah.
I know
I'm
there's
Catholic.
a ton of people out there who aren't, and they just celebrate Christmas anyway.
Right.
So, but it's so stressful, right? I find.
Oh yeah, it can
really-
be.
It can be. Like, I always try to do Black Friday shopping, but my mom will not let me go at nighttime because she's afraid I'll turn into one of those maniacs.
Just like a Jekyll and Hyde thing.
Yeah, something like that. But sometimes I'll get some stuff online, but then if it's something that's in store that I can get at a good deal, I'll just go to the store. I always set a price limit for all my family members, so it's fair for each one.
Right.
And that's not one of the reasons why I like Christmas, even though I love to give presents to my family members. I don't get to see much of my extended family members most of the time. So every time, that's why I love Christmas, because I see people that I don't get to see often.
Yeah, Amanda, I can actually picture you with a freaking wooden bat at Black Friday like this, like.
Well, funny, because my mom let my brother go to Best Buy on a Black Friday to get a TV, so she'll let my brother go. She just won't let me go.
Because she knows that you probably bring that.
I don't have a bat.
I don't know, or a taser or whatever, or pepper spray. I don't know.
Have a taser. Well, I have my mom's old pepper spray, but that's probably expired.
Yeah.
Well, now you tell me. Okay.
Crazy.
So,
I don't
okay.
go out on Black Friday anymore. I used to.
That's why they have Cyber Monday now.
That's what my mom does because she's on Amazon Prime.
So here's a question from Lightspeed Reviews. This is Devin again, our administrator and co-host of LR4. He asks, if Kelsey was a, I love this one. If Kelsey was a mom, how would she react to her kids joining Lightspeed Rescue, and would she team up alongside her kids?
Yeah. Well, first of all, my first son, he's actually getting he's getting quite an arm on him, but he does pratfalls all the time. He just will be walking and just fall. So I would be nervous for him. My other one, I'd be nervous for everybody else because he's so fierce and he has a crazy temper. So I would definitely have to be there to help him out for sure. I'd have to be next to them, working with them because I'm a mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really interesting. I like that.
Mike would train them too.
Right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that would be
Hey,
amazing.
you know what? Your kids could be the future Rangers for
They
the
could be.
40th anniversary or whatever.
They could be.
Yeah.
I know.
So, okay, next question we've got from, wow, I didn't think we were going to get this many questions. Oh, Kent Brown says, hi, Sasha. Okay. And we've got a question from Charles again.
Hi, Ken.
Let's see. What's your life motto? Explain. Okay, what's your life motto? Explain when you're having a bad day. What do you do to become positive and look to the light?
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata. Okay, so this is something I really have to work on because I can go dark. Sasha can go dark. I will watch comedy. I know. I have to be kind to myself, and because I will be really super hard on myself, and I'll be like, you know what, you just can't get to some of those things, and that's gonna be okay. And then I work out, and that helps me stay lighter. And I go and I talk to somebody. I go talk to a counselor if I need to every once in a while. And I love this. Steffi was talking about this. She's starting this new 30-day of making the best decisions or the best choices for 30 days, right? And I was like, oh God. And I like going to someone just to keep me accountable and keep me in line, like somebody that's not part of my family or anybody that I can be like, okay, these are my goals. How can I get there? And it's good to have somebody where you can do that.
Awesome.
Yeah, and friends always helps. The television show.
I'll be there for you.
No, just laughing. I know. I turn that on and I laugh, and that'll help me out too.
Yeah. Oh, and we got one from. Let's see. Okay, we got one for Kent. Kent Brown. He has a question about Power Rangers. So yeah, I'm not surprised because it's Power Rangers. So here we go. Which was more fun working with? The Lost Galaxy cast or working with the Time Force team?
They're both awesome. Are you kidding? How can I pick both? How can I pick? I think we were so excited working with the first one because we were so new, and then the second one, it's always funny watching new Rangers come in because they're like, we're gonna be the best ones ever, and they always and so it's kind of you're like, oh, that's sweet.
I think it's kind of funny how in the team up episode Time for Lightspeed, you guys at the end of that, you gave them your jackets, and I'm like, did you get them back?
It's like, how are they gonna explain that?
They gave them back.
Yeah, no, we're not going to use these. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, because I was just going to say, because I'm going to be honest, because I think the Lightspeed and Lost Galaxy team up, that's probably one of my favorite teams up ever.
Awesome. Okay, and the next question, another question from Jeffrey. How would Kelsey team up within the Marvel universe? So he's asking, how would you team up in the Marvel Universe? Like your character.
My husband's making weird faces in the window.
We're gonna go. Bye.
Bye.
We're going to Seattle.
Oh.
Hi.
Okay, I love you.
I have to grab my passport. That's it.
Okay. He's going to Seattle. So
Oh.
Hi.
my husband is going to go see my mother-in-law is Sally Field. And she has a book out called In Pieces.
Nice.
And she's doing a talk over at Microsoft and Amazon in Seattle.
That's
And
so
so my
cool.
Right? So my son and my husband are going to go watch her speak. And it's actually really cool because my son's learning to write speeches right now. So talk about like an amazing person to watch. Like learn how to do speeches. So,
Yeah, that I actually try to do speeches because I want to try to be a motivational speaker.
that'd be awesome, Amanda.
So back to the question.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's
He
okay.
was like,
He was just like this. He was like right in your
Like,
face.
hi, bye.
totally.
Hi.
Yeah.
I gotta get my passport. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go get your passport.
Yeah,
Let's
he
go.
took us out of the Lightspeed world.
Yeah. So, but like he asked about how would, what was the question? I gotta go look back at the question again. Okay. Who would Kelsey team up with in the Marvel Universe?
Who would she team up with? Wonder Woman?
Well, that's DC.
That's DC.
Oh, see how ignorant I am?
A lot of people are gonna go, no. That's not Marvel.
I know. She's like, oh.
But Wonder Woman's
Okay.
cool. I mean, my God, she's
Oh,
Wonder
I know,
Woman.
I know. I think Kelsey would team up with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, probably. She's a dork like that.
I think she would put Drax in his place.
Yeah, maybe. Or I'd learn to talk Groot. I'd have to learn to talk Groot.
I am Groot.
I
Hey,
know.
that's nice.
The
Okay.
Infinity War is probably one of the best ones so far.
Oh my gosh, that was so cool. I know,
Yes.
and I can't wait until the next Spider-Man's coming out in May.
Yeah.
Right? And I think the next Infinity Wars is coming out in July. So
I think actually that
They're renaming it. I don't
Yes.
know
is
what
it
they're
the
calling it.
opposite way around?
yeah, I think so. It's a
Infinity Wars.
no. The fourth one's coming out. Avengers 4, which I haven't had the announcement for the title yet.
That's
That comes out in May, and then
I mixed it up.
Spider-Man comes out in July. I think.
Sorry.
It's okay. It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
So
it happens.
anyway,
Yeah,
let's
that
see.
would make sense because we got to find out. You know.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
kind of
No
spoiled
spoiler
it.
alert.
They
Yeah.
kind of spoiled it anyway. It's
Yeah,
like,
spoiler.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
We got to find out.
Yep. And let's see. Charles, excuse me. Charles asks, if I may ask, she doesn't have to respond if she doesn't want to. What is her zodiac sign? He's asking what your zodiac sign is.
I'm a Leo.
Everything about you.
Yes.
More than I know.
hi.
Hi, person in the background. Hi.
Hi.
Hey. How you
Hi.
Hey.
doing? Hey.
I gotta make a road trip, so I'm stealing
Awesome.
a few documents.
Good luck.
Yes.
They're his.
Thank
He's
you.
not stealing them.
I'm not stealing.
your kid in the background's like,
Yeah. I know. Everything's blowing up now.
yeah. Oh, we got a doggy.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Sorry, guys.
It's
It's
okay.
okay.
It happens.
Hi.
Hi. Kid's like, nope.
Yes,
Nope.
yes.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Say goodbye to Noah.
Goodbye, Noah.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Aw.
Okay.
Bye. Love you.
Love
Have
you.
fun.
Good luck. Have fun.
No school tomorrow? No school?
Yeah.
No escuela? No.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay. Can you grab the phone, Noah?
Now,
Here,
why
stop.
don't you guys go?
We're gonna.
Okay. I love you. It's like, can you wrap this up?
Well, hello.
It happens. It happens. It happens.
It happens. It's
It's
fine.
cool. People got lives. people in there are like laughing, like, "Hi, people, hi, oh, hi," and then they would live chat. So, okay, let's see. Here's another question. Charles, she answered your question very quick. She said she was a Leo. So there you go.
I'm an Aries.
I'm a Sagittarius. So there you go. If you want to know ours too, why not? So let's see.
Do we have any final questions?
We've got two. We're gonna answer two more questions, and then we're gonna try to wrap this up.
Yeah.
So let's do this. Okay, one more thing. Next PMC. Okay, this is from Kent. One more thing. Next PMC. Oh, geez. Guys, let me read this question first, and we'll try to get. We'll do three more questions, and that's it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So one more thing. Next PMC, if you and Mike are there, would you guys do a
Close the door.
is that a headstand? Wait, headstand rematch. I remember you said you and him used to do those. So I guess he's asking if you guys would do a rematch of headstands or handstands or something.
Oh, I would do it in a heartbeat. Yeah.
Yeah.
He would win, but I would do it. Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. Give
And
me
then-
a couple weeks.
This question's from Jeffrey. Have you seen any animes aside from Sailor Moon?
I have, but I can't recall them at the moment. Yeah.
And this is from Devin. Guys, it's the last question.
Last question.
Okay, Sasha, do you teach your kids how to roller skate? That's a good question.
You know what? I was just teaching. We were just teaching my son how to ice skate because up here in Canada, you have to.
What's that about?
You have to play hockey, eh?
She was teaching me how to
Hi.
ice skate. I'm terrible at ice skating, but she's awesome.
No, but we were also teaching my little 4-year-old, yeah, how to ice skate. So yeah, we're teaching him, and actually Noah knows how to roller skate. I told you he's like retro, so he's
That's
on the
awesome.
4-wheel. Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, that's all the questions we have for Sasha. Thank you guys for tuning in on this. I really appreciate everybody that was watching. If you guys haven't already, check out her fundraiser. Go to her. If you guys haven't already liked her fan page, look up Sasha Craig, and it should pop up under pages. If you go to that section and click like, and then check out the fundraiser that she's doing. Guys, it's a good fundraiser. I mean, I would help out with that, but my funds are kind of so I'm doing the best I can.
And then
But,
they're
you
gonna
know-
do this
We're
whole,
almost there.
and then they're gonna do the whole thing live streaming and also on their GoPro.
Yeah, and Sasha, I want to thank you. I don't remember PMC 2016. I want to thank you for I know, like I said, when I didn't have like a lot of money, I really appreciate you taking a picture with me and giving me an autograph. That was really kind of you. Because the thing is, I never because you guys come out of your way to come see us, and I know that the thing is, with these conventions, guys, you always got to be prepared what you're going to spend at a convention and what you're going to spend on food and everything. And these guys are amazing, and like I've always said this advice, when you're standing talking to the actors, and if there's somebody waiting to get an autograph or a picture, definitely kindly stand aside, or just tell them, okay, I will talk to you later, so you can get to this person. Whatever you do, don't stand there the whole time and make a long line out the door, because some people want to get through the line and get there, because that's my advice to everybody at conventions. Always when you meet the actors, like if you meet Sasha Craig at a convention, or Allison McInnes, Red Fisher, any of the Lightspeed cast or any Power Ranger cast member, always show them respect, always be kind, always be appropriate. Okay? Make sure
I always do.
Make sure you be like that, because they if you want them to come to more conventions, don't scare them off with inappropriate questions. Just saying.
That did
Don't worry,
happen
I'm a
once.
big girl.
Yeah,
I
and
can
then
tell people. I can tell them when to stop.
yeah, like, okay, that's enough. You don't need to be asking that
Thank
person
you.
that kind of question. Stop. But Sasha, you are a lovely person, and it was great to have you on here with
It's
us.
great
Yes,
talking
thank
to
you.
Nick and Amanda, thank you so much for
Yes.
having me on your show. It's
Yes.
been so
It was a
fun.
pleasure.
Yeah, and guys,
Yeah.
we will definitely try to. I'll try to get. Amanda said to try to get in touch with Stephanie, and maybe we'll try to set up some more interviews with some other cast members. We're trying to get back to doing the interview game again, because it's been a long time, And so,
Like, if
yeah.
there's one that I want to try to do. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take that back because Nate's going to tease me about it.
Oh, I'm not going to tease you, but I'm guessing it's got to be Sean C.W. Johnson.
Because you always tease me about Sean.
I'm not going
He's
there.
awesome.
I'm
Are you
always.
kidding? Yeah, you gotta get him. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's
he's a great friend. I mean, totally down to earth, but yeah.
But Sasha, in honor of you, I asked Amanda to get her Lightspeed Rescue Morpher.
Okay.
Except his is the bigger one, mine's the smaller one.
And
Okay.
I don't know how well you could watch this. Oh, the dog's like, I want to do it. I want to do it.
I totally messed up on the 100th episode.
Out of here. Out. Oh. There's a cat outside.
Oh,
Go on.
the sound went out.
It's okay.
So do you want to morph, guys?
Yeah,
I'm going
so
to try because I know I screwed up on the 100th episode, so I'm going to give it
Yes, I
one
am
more
going.
try.
Guys, we are going to do the Lightspeed Rescue Morph. I've got it down on packs. I've been practicing, so.
Okay.
I know. I don't know if I'm going to just, yeah.
Hey, it's for fun, okay?
It's for fun. I know.
All right, guys, thanks for watching, and here you go.
And
All
here,
right.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Ready? Lightspeed Rescue.
Rescue. Hey, I didn't screw up that much.
Yeah, it takes a lot of
Perfect.
practice. You know, first let's break it down very quick for you guys. What it is? It's
Oh
first
no.
It's first this right here, then this, and then turn, and then
Third.
pull forward, then the button. So yeah, there you go, guys.
John's going to have to teach me that when I see my Ranger
So
stuff.
yeah, it's funny because you know sometimes some of the actors don't remember their morphs because they've had so many
Right.
morphs. They're like,
Right.
okay, it's morphin time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, just press the button and then
Okay.
boom.
But
I think we had the easiest morph. Yeah, it was pretty easy.
Sasha, any final words you would like to
Okay.
say?
Oh me? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
final words.
Oh no, just thank you for thank you. How about that? Perfect
Thank you.
final word. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Amanda, final words.
Thank you for being on here. I mean, it was a pleasure talking to you and getting to know you.
Oh, it was great talking to you, Amanda, and meeting you at the convention.
Thank
And
you.
seeing you at our
Yeah,
talks
and,
everything.
Wait, what was that last one?
And seeing you at our talks, Ron calling you out at our last talk. What is it when they ask us questions and stuff?
Oh, panel.
Yeah, panel. Sorry, there's people.
Yeah, and like I said to Sasha, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking your time out to do this interview. This was a lot of fun, guys. Thanks for the questions and all that. And make sure you guys tune in for our episode this Sunday, which is episode 101, the Great Ranger Debate. Yeah.
Awesome.
So guys, make sure you tune into that. You guys will enjoy it.
Nate and I will be debating on certain things.
Yes, Ranger
Awesome.
related, not politics. So don't worry about that. Like, oh God, do we have to do this politics stuff? No, it's not about that.
Oh,
But guys, like I always say, stay more phenomenal. And as Zordon always says, may the power protect you.
Thank you, everybody, for watching.
I will protect you. Awesome. Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Bye, guys. Let's finish this.